Hi guys, Alastair Taylor here, and today we're going to review the Nike Vapor Flex 440 driver. So, 3 drivers launched by Nike this year. We've got the Fly Pro, and the Flex 440. I've already tested the other two or 3 weeks ago, and I finally got my hands on this. So I've got this set at 9.5 with my shaft from last year, the Diamana Whiteboard X Flex. Let's have a look at the driver first, and then we'll hit some shots. Right then guys, so we look at the top of the club, just very, very different from certainly anything Nike have done before. We've got resin in the majority of the crown of the club, which is reduced weight, very lightweight, strong material, so they can reposition the weight elsewhere in the club head. As we flip the driver over though, we've still got the pod in the bottom, so we can go low spin to high spin. Still got the channel in the front there as well. So lots and lots of technology helping you to hit more and more good shots. Right, so kind of talk through the techie stuff there. When you put it down behind the ball, I think it looks great. I mean, it looks very, very different from the other models that they've got, but it looks fantastic there. So I have already hit a few shots off camera just because I wanted to hit 10 and just kind of take some that, you know, just 10 off the rack swings. So I've got another 6 here to go. Let's see how it is. I don't know whether you guys can pick the audio up, but it feels and sounds, I mean sounds obviously you'll pick up, very, very different. I'll try and get it near my mic. It's kind of with more of the drivers nowadays, the manufacturers seem to be going for louder and louder and louder, almost making you feel like you're hitting it further and further. This one isn't. Thud isn't the right word, but it's kind of more of that solid sound than the kind of very high-pitched sound that you get off a lot of drivers nowadays. Maybe a little bit low on the face. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's one of those drivers where if someone was down the driving range hitting it, I don't think guys would be looking around to see what it is like they do with some of the higher pitch ones. But it feels very, very solid. Be very interested to see the numbers on this. Again, really, really good. And it's interesting because I played the Flex driver last year, and I've always tended to hit it a little bit right to left. And for whatever reason last year, I know this is going to sound awful, I actually hit the ball very straight, which kind of was hard for me to get my head around, having not done that for 27 years. This one, though, I certainly seem to be working a bit more from right to left. Yep. Yeah, and it kind of feels that just that little bit easier to work. Okay, last couple, then we'll have a look at some numbers. Just got to make sure on SkyTrack that that's in the right place. So I'll try and show you a little bit of ball flight as well if I can with some of these drives. A little bit heely, just kind of leaking out to the right a little bit. One final one. And obviously numbers wise, we've discussed this, or I've discussed this on previous videos. The numbers are going to look different, relevant to kind of where I hit it on the club face. So unless anything's real horror show, I'm going to leave everything in here today. Okay, so let's have a look at some numbers from SkyTrack. So it's all closed data, and see how the Flex 440 performed. Okay guys, so like I said, don't generally look too much into club speed on there, but it was very consistent around there. Ball speed probably down a little bit from where I would normally expect to be. Haven't done loads of driver testing on SkyTrack, but probably down a little bit. And I'd say maybe down to not being a fantastic ball striking day for me. But average carry 245, I would say, is there or thereabouts where I would normally be. 272 total, yeah, decent. You know, spin 2.2, which is good. Everything else there, very, very solid. Okay, guys, so we look at the numbers there, and I think fantastic looking. Feel, for me, grew on me the more shots I hit. Towards the end there, I actually really like the feel of that. Performance numbers, like I said, maybe not my best ball striking day. I wouldn't say there was too many of those that were flush out the screws, but probably not going to be the longest driver that I'm going to test this year. It's not short by any means, but probably not going to be the one that bombs it out there the longest. I haven't spoken to any of the guys at Nike, but I would guess it's probably not designed to be the one to hit the ball the furthest either. You know, I think this is going to be more top end of the market, maybe for the guy even who isn't that bothered about those extra couple of yards, but wants that ability to really fine tune in there and kind of work the ball a little bit more. I might be wrong on that, but for me, it's a very, very good driver. As with anything, you need to get fitted. And if you love your Nike product, you know, I dare say you will want to try all three of the drivers that are just coming out in February. But try them all, see which one performs the best. And we say that, I always say that with any fitting, don't I? Go down, get yourself fit, see what works best for you. If something works loads better than's currently in the bag, it's an easy decision to make. If it's only a little bit better, that's your call. But for me, the Nike Vapor Flex 440, really good driver. Something definitely, if you like those top-end drivers and maybe something a little bit different, definitely something you should be trying for this year. So guys, thank you as ever for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hopefully see some of you guys down here in the future. Stay in contact.